Hey guys, welcome back. Let's go ahead and get into this glam look for today. We're going to be using the Too Faced Best Year Ever palette. It has beautiful shades. It has a contour, blush, and highlight as well, so it's one of my favorites to travel with. We are going to start off using Glassy for our moisturizer. I love this moisturizer. It smells really good, and it is from the line Touch and Soul. We're going to follow it with the LA Girl HD High Definition Primer. This is a very nice primer. It's so light, feels like a mousse, and it makes the skin feel super nice and smooth. Alright, let's get started with our brows. We're going to be using the Brow Stylist Prep and Shape Pro Kit from L'Oreal. I've used this one before. It's one of my faves. We'll be using mostly BH Cosmetics brushes today. They are my favorite. They're the least expensive that I have found for the quality, and I really love them. We're going to go in on these brows and just filling the outside and working my way in. I really just pick up product for the tail of the brow, and then as I get towards the center, I really do not pick up too much product and just blend that in. Now let's get started with concealing our brows. We're going to be using the Revlon Colorstay Concealer, and this brush I'm using actually did come from an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette that I had from a long time ago. Saved the brush when I was done with the palette. So I really like to use this brush to outline my brows and get them brows nice and sharp. Now that our brows are done, we are going to get started with our eyes. We are going to prime our eyes with the same Revlon Colorstay Concealer, and I'm just going to work it in with this nice little fluffy brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to blend out that concealer a little bit. I'm just going to make sure I get in all the creases so that concealer gets in there really nice and my eyeshadow can go on smooth. So we are gonna start out by setting our concealer with the color Marshmallowed from this palette. It's a very nice cream colored shadow. It's very soft. It is matte. So we'll go ahead and work that into both eyes, just making sure we get good coverage and get our eyes ready for the next step. The next color we will be getting into is Love Actually. It's a very nice soft pink color. We are going to be working this a little bit above the crease just to build a nice foundation. I'll do the same to both eyes and just really buffing that out and making sure I'm blending that color out nicely. The next color we're getting into is called Sleigh Bells. This is a nice pink shimmery color. It's very soft. I wanted it to have a little bit more pigment, but I'll go ahead and just build this up as much as I can, and then we will go in with something a little bit deeper. Next, we will be going in with Plum Pudding more inside the crease, just to build up some depth in there. This is a beautiful plum shade. It has lots of shimmer. It's super easy to blend out, and it's just the right amount of depth. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of a smaller brush just to really get that color right in the crease and blend it down towards the eye a little bit more. Next, we will be going in with the deepest shade, and I'm going to be using Pine Cone. It is a very plummy color as well, but it doesn't have all the shimmer like Plum Pudding. Once I get that built on, I will be going back in with Plum Pudding to add some shimmer on top. I'll then add Plum Pudding over for just a little bit of shimmer. Now that I have all the depth I want, I'm going to go back in with Love Actually and mix it with this beautiful shimmery pink color called Christmas Dream and just blend everything out. So we'll go ahead and apply liquid liner, and then we will get started on our foundation. Next, I'll go ahead and get started on my foundation. I'll be using the Revlon Colorstay Full Cover Foundation. It is a matte foundation, and I'm using shade 220 Natural Beige. It is a little bit light for me. I've used it in previous videos, but I can make it work. So let's get started. Now that we have our foundation on, let's get started concealing and brightening using the Revlon Colorstay Concealer. I'll go ahead and start buffing that in now that it's all applied using just a nice little fluffy brush. I use this same brush to blend out the concealer on my eyes and around my brows in the beginning of the video. Now it's time to contour using the NYX Wonder Stick. I don't like the highlight on this two-sided stick, but I do like the contour shade. It's very pretty and I feel like it goes with my skin very well. And this will really help me be able to use this foundation even though it is a little bit light for me. Go ahead and use the same brush to just buff everything out and get everything blended in. Now we'll go ahead and set our concealer with Airspun. It's my favorite setting powder, super inexpensive. You can find it at any drugstore. Now that that is there baking, let's go ahead and start contouring with the shade Chocolate Soleil. I remembered this color being super pigmented, so I did only use a tiny bit, and even then it was still pretty pigmented, so I will buff it out again with the Airspun and a big fluffy brush just to get it to blend very nicely. Now we'll go in with the blush. It is called Will You Marry Me? And Mary is spelled M-E-R-R-Y because this was a holiday palette. It's a super cute palette. I love all the names. It's super cute. I will be using this again in another tutorial. And last but definitely not least, we will be highlighting with the shade #Bless. This is a beautiful shade. I decided to use a smaller brush today to put it on just so I can focus where I wanted it, and it just gave the right amount of glow for this look. Go ahead and set our face, and then we will be going in with the lip liner Pierre Cosmetics Gel Lip Liner in number 2 Nude. It's a very pretty soft lip liner. It's very, very close to my natural shade, and I just use it when I'm using a more pink tone. I'll go ahead and follow this lip liner with Ulta Beauty's Pat and Shine liquid lipstick in shade Verona. This is a beautiful lipstick. Feels really, really nice on the lips, goes on super smooth, and it does stay for a long time. So next I'm going to be applying lashes. I never apply lashes because of my bad allergies, but I decided to today, so we'll go ahead and get started. I learned this super cool trick recently. The girl applied her lash glue right on her eyeline as an eyeliner and then stuck the lashes on, and let me tell you, this is life-changing. I've never gotten lashes on this fast in my entire life, and I will forever be putting lashes on, and I know I'll get better and better as I do it. But this was super awesome because I hate putting on lashes because either I can get them on and they look great or they look cray-cray. So last but not least, I'll be using the Ulta Beauty Ultimate Lashes Multitasking Mascara. This is in shade Jet Black. Well, there you go, guys. I had so much fun creating this look. I hope you guys loved it as much as I did. If you did, please like and share, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.